the keys to mastering swing trading, man. Let's talk about it. And if you pay attention on this live, by the end of this live, you will know how to swing trade the proper way and be profitable. We finna talk about this shit, man. I told y'all I was gonna hop on here and give y'all the keys to mastering swing trading. Alright? So, if you know, you know, right? You know I love my notepad. I got my notepad here. And we just gonna go over a few key things that I believe when it comes to swing trading. Now, we only talking about swing trading. Alright? We not talking about day trading. We not talking about scalping. We talk about swing trading and leap trading. Okay? Because that is what I master at. Alright? That is what turned me profitable. That is what keeps me profitable. Okay? Not saying that the other stuff don't work or anything like that, but I'm just speaking in my field. Alright? Alright? And to be particular, I'm talking about stocks. So let me make sure I write that down. Alright? So we're going to go over the keys to swing trading stocks. Alright? Stock options. Alright? So, let's get to it then. Alright? And this is on the fly. I ain't even, this finna be all from the brain. This is all from shit that, you feel me? This all from the top. I was gonna like pre-write some shit down, but it's like, you know what? I like to just flow. You feel me? I like to just go straight from the top. Alright? Alright? So, first of all, when it comes to swing trading, alright, you have to understand that it's a different type of mindset. So if you've been on my lives previously, you understand that each of the 5 different trading styles require different mindsets. Okay? So it's a different mindset when it comes to scalping, day trading, swing trading, leap trading, and long-term investing. Right? Now, what type of mindset comes with swing trading? Okay? What is swing trading anyway? Right? So if you on here and you don't even know, what swing trading is in general, basically swing trading is this. You're holding the stock longer than a day. Right? So you're not looking to get a return that same day you put the play in. Okay? Now, with swing trading, you have different time ranges that you can shoot for. Okay? So, you basically, right, you can buy a stock and you can get your contracts out 4 months. You can get your contracts out 2 weeks, 4 months, 6 months, 9 months, a year plus out. Okay? So that's all we're doing when it comes to swing trading. We're saying, hey, I'm buying this stock on Tuesday and I'm going to get my contracts out for Tuesday of next month. Do that make sense? So you're not day trading, bro. It's not you looking to get the money the same day. Do that make sense? All right? So that's just a general aspect of what swing trading is. All right. Now, and as I go through this, if y'all got any extra questions, just type them in the chat. Just let me know. All right. If y'all confused on anything, if you want me to re-go over something, just let me know. All right. So we understand that's what swing trading is. Okay. Now, a few key things that we need. Yeah, but you can swing trade like Forex, I think, futures. But we talking about stock options, bro. That's what we going over. Swing trading stock options. All right, remember that. We not talking about, nothing else. This is just specifically for stock options. All right. So, what do we need, y'all? For one, we need fundamental analysis. As I go through, I'm writing all this stuff down. So at the end of this, y'all can take a picture of this, right? Or you could just take a screenshot, and then you will have everything for you. You feel me? So as we going through stuff, I'm writing it down, literally. So that way you could just screenshot it. I'm gonna show you all this after, and you could just screenshot it. All right. So that way you know what you need to work on to master this shit. You feel me? So stay tuned. All right. What do we need, y'all? Fundamental analysis. We need fundamental analysis. Okay? Now, you may say, Chris, what is fundamental analysis, bro? What is that? Never heard of that in my life. All right? Fundamental analysis is simply tells you whether you should buy or sell a stock. In simple terms, fundamental analysis literally tell you whether you should even be investing in this company in the first place. Does that make sense? Right? What else do we need? Technical analysis. That's what y'all see me do on the charts. Right? Everybody love the charts, right? The charts look pretty and beautiful, right? That's what you need. Technical analysis. So I'm about to write that down. All right. What is technical analysis? What does technical analysis tell you? Technical analysis tell you when to buy or sell the stock. Does that make sense? So technical analysis tells you or gives you a gauge or a predicament, right? Or a educated guess, you would say, on when you should either be buying or selling the stock. Does that make sense? And I want y'all to remember this when it comes to swing trading. Those two are like best friends. Those two go hand in hand. You cannot try to swing trade without understanding fundamental analysis. You cannot try to swing trade without understanding technical analysis. Does that make sense? So I'm going to put we're just going to put a string by these two. Okay? Because they go hand in hand. They like yin and yang. All right? Now, we talked a little bit about mindset. Right? What do you need to swing trade? Mindset. It's a different type of mindset that come with this other than day trading, y'all. Okay? We gonna break it down. Mindset. What comes with the mindset of a profitable swing trader? What comes with the mindset of a successful swing trader? Right? What does this shit require? Okay? For one, off rip, this is the main thing. One of the main things mindset wise is what, y'all? Patience. Patience. Okay? And let's break this shit down, man. What do 90% of people do when they get into a swing trade? They rush the fucking trade. If you got your contract 6 months out, and as soon as you get in, it just so happened to go against you. You got your contract 6 months out. Why the hell are you panicking, bro? Why are you panic selling, bro? Do that make sense? We need patience in two different ways when it comes to swing trading, y'all. We need patience to wait for the setup to present itself. And we also need patience once we end the play to let the play out. We cannot get into the swing trade and try to rush this bitch. If that was the case, we should be day trading. Do you get what I'm saying? Right? So patience is the key, bro. We can do all this shit right on the front end, but on the back end, if we don't have patience, guess what? We're gonna lose. We're either gonna miss out on money or lose money. You feel me? What else is the mindset of a swing trader, y'all? Confidence. This is big, y'all. And this kind of play out with patience a little bit. Because what I mean by confidence is, bro, this is mainly when you in the trade. When you in the trade, once you put the play in, I don't care what happened. This bitch can go up, down, sideways, backwards, forward. It don't matter what this bitch do. If you did your analysis correctly on the front end, right? Once you get into the play, you need to have confidence you need to have confidence of your analysis, bro. You feel me? Because if not, you get into the play, you let that confidence go, guess what's going to happen? You're going to start rethinking your whole trade analysis. So what sense does it make for you to do all of this research on the front end, but then you get into the play, and then now you second guessing yourself? Just because it's not going your way immediately, or just because it's chopping, or just because it's pulling back, or just because whatever. You know what I'm saying? You should have thought about that before you got in the play, bro. Not after. You don't get in the play afterwards and start fucking losing your confidence, bro. That's how you lose money. That's how you miss out on money. You feel me? Everybody that's joining, what's up with y'all? Remember, I'm writing all this stuff down so that at the end of the live, y'all can screenshot this. Okay? And take a screenshot of this. Alright? So as we going through, I'm writing everything down. Now, it's not going to be in detail like as I'm speaking it, because that's going to be too much to write. You just have to replay the live. But you will have the blueprint. You just have to, you know what I'm saying, just go from there. Okay? Right? Confidence. Do that make sense, y'all? Alright? What else? Okay? Is the mindset of a swing trader. All right? And what I'm going to say is accepting risk. Okay? This is not only for swing trading, and I'm going to put y'all on a little bit of game. This is not even only specifically for swing trading, with any type of trading. With any type of trading style that you decide to do, you want to absolutely accept the risk that comes with that. Did that make sense? Why am I telling you all this? And let me write this down real quick. Why am I telling you all this? Because if you don't accept the risk, what comes with this shit, you'll never be able to fully embrace. Listen to what I'm saying. If you don't accept the risks that come with trading in general, no matter what type of trading it is, if you don't accept the risk of this shit, everything after that is out the door, bro. Right? So this is what I mean. A lot of people love the market when that bitch flying up. When we consistently hitting all-time highs. When we blowing through the water, when SPY going through the roof, when QQQ blowing through the roof. You feel me? With Nvidia blowing through the roof. But nope, everybody get quiet as hell when we look up and shit down 10% from highs, 20% from highs. When we in unpredictable territory. Where do people be at, bro? Niggas get the panic selling, all type of shit. Why? Because you don't really accept the risk that come with this shit. Don't we know? Don't we? He said, how do I get a one-on-one session to learn how to trade? DM me, bro. And we can set something up. I only charge, just DM me, my boy. We can set a one-on-one up. So look, right? We know that the market has upside and downside, has red and green. But why are we only accepting the green that come with this shit? If we don't accept the red that come with this shit, then you don't accept the market in full aspect, bro. You get what I'm saying? Let me break this down to you. What I mean by that is, if you in a relationship, right, and you truly love someone, don't you gotta accept certain flaws that come with that person? Don't you understand that, you know, this person isn't all the way perfect, and this person is gonna have certain things that you don't like about this person, or that you may try to change about that person, right? But you love this person. So it's the same shit with the market. How the hell can I say I love the market, I love trading, I love investing, I want to get money, but nigga, when spot down 20% from highs, I'm goddamn shitting out my drawers. You feel me? I'm not accepting the red that come with this shit. I'm just keeping it real, bro. Because when it comes to the swing trading shit, guess what, bro? You're gonna have to sit in red. It's a part of the game. So what do, y'all? I accept risk. I accept the risk that comes with this shit. I understand that, damn, it's gonna be a situation where I'm down 20% in my play, gang. And I gotta, what, y'all? Still have confidence in my play. I still gotta have patience in my play, bro. If I did everything on the front end, you feel me? And the market put me to the test, I have to stick to this shit. And that's with any type of trading. You might have to sit in, I know niggas that they trade, they gotta sit in red too. Niggas may get on here and cap like, soon as they get into a play, every time that bitch hitting, that bitch going straight up when they day trade. No, nigga, you have to sit in a little bit of red game to let that bitch work out for you. So it's the same shit with swing trading. You feel me? So we gotta accept the risks that come with trading in general. All right? Is this stuff making sense, y'all? All right. Now, listen. Please listen. Please listen. What is another key factor when it comes to swing trading / trading in general / trading in general? Risk management. I'm going to say it one more time. Let me write it down while I'm saying it. Risk management. Now, risk management isn't the same thing as we talked about with the mindset. Accepting the risk. It is, but that's something different. That's dealing with your mindset. That's not dealing with your actual money, your capital management. Okay? Listen to what I'm saying. The accepting risk, that's mindset. Risk management is capital management. All right? This is why people blow accounts when it comes to swing trading and trading in general, because they don't have risk management. You know what niggas do? Right? What do, y'all? Niggas throw their whole account in one trade, bro. So you got a 1K account, and you put the whole 1K in one trade? So if this bitch go the opposite way and you gotta close out for a loss, you just lost your whole account within one trade, bro. This shit don't make sense. Why put that stress on yourself, bro? Why put yourself in that predicament? Why put one trade should never determine the factor of your full account? Do that make sense? Why are you leaving this one trade up to your whole account, bro? What sense does that make? You feel what I'm saying? So this one trade, you got 1K. What's up, my boy? You got one trade. You got $1,000, right? You put the full 1,000 in this one trade. So now this one trade determines whether you blow your account or not. We should not be putting ourselves in that predicament. And this goes for any type of trading, swing trading, day trading, scalping, whatever. That should never happen, bro. You feel me? So let me write that down real quick, okay? What did we say? We said no full account size in one trade. Okay? Do that make sense? Right? Now, what else as far as capital management when it comes to risk management? It's going to be this, y'all. Risk to reward ratio. Okay? Risk to reward ratio. Let me write that down. Risk to reward ratio. All right? Here's where I bring out the charts because I need y'all to see this visually. This the only way you're going to get it. Okay? So here's where we bust out the charts. Then Walmart trade got on my damn nerve, man. Had a good ass day yesterday, the last couple days. And then today did some weird shit, man. Alright. Fuck it, let's just break down Walmart, okay? As far as risk to reward ratio. Because I want y'all to understand this. This is essential. Okay? So this is what I mean, y'all. Right? So for example, you may say, Chris, bro, what are you talking about risk to reward ratio, bro? What do you mean? Okay? What I mean is this. My boy JB, what up, man? How y'all feeling? Right? This is what I mean, y'all. Risk to reward is this. How much are you risking how much are you potentially risking for you to potentially make? Okay? So with every trade that you go in, you have to understand, depending on your entry, depending on where you get at, okay, what is the potential risk if you was having to close this trade out in the red? Right? Does that make sense? So, for example, right? This is what I mean. You always want IWGY, what up, bro? My boy Rav Tex, what up? Right? You want at least bare minimum a 2 to 1 risk to reward ratio. And then we'll go from there. So let me show you what that looks like. So, do you see this right here on TradingView? This indicator that I'm using. Well, it's a tool. It's not really an indicator. But do you see how this says risk to reward ratio? And it has this 2 right here. You always look at the whole number. Okay? This whole number is going to tell you what's your risk to reward. Right? So, for example, right? Let's just say, if you see right here, this blue line, that's my entry. This blue line is my entry. The bottom of this red box is my potential loss, where I would potentially stop out at. Okay? Do that make sense? So right here, boom, this red line is my potential loss where I would stop out at. And then right here, this blue line is my entry where you got in at. Okay? And then this green line is your reward, your potential target to take profit, right? What is this actually telling us, though? What this is telling us is that you're risking basically $1 to make $2, because this has a 2 risk to reward ratio, but you always put a 1 in front of it, right? Or whatever number. I'll show y'all that. But in this case, this is a 1 or 2, meaning you're risking 1 to make 2. So basically, all this is you see this red box. But if you go to the green, this is 2 of those. Does that make sense? So this full red box, if you take basically like the size of this red box and we align it from our entry price, it's 2 of those. That's what the green shade is. Do that make sense? So you risking just this small area, but you see how greater your reward is compared to what you're risking. Look how much of a bigger green shade this is than this red shade, right? So you're risking $1. You're willing to lose $1 to make $2. Do that make sense? Okay. Now let me show y'all why people aren't profitable, and this is what niggas do. Y'all want to know what niggas do when they trading? This is what they do, bro. This is what they do. Niggas make they win potential smaller than they loss. Don't this shit look retarded? So your stop loss that wide, that when you automatically get into the trade, bro, your potential win isn't even compared to what you finna lose, bro. You got in right here, and you telling me you willing to lose $2 to make $1? Do that make sense? Instead of you doing this, right? Instead of you doing this, willing to lose $1 to make $2, this is what most niggas do when they get into a trade. That don't even fucking make sense, bro. You get what I'm saying? What else do people do, y'all? They get themselves a 50-50 chance. So some niggas say to themselves, they get themselves a 1-to-1. Meaning you giving yourself a 50-50 chance. You risking $1. You willing to lose $1 to make $1. Your stop loss that wide, bro. That don't even make sense. You get what I'm saying? Now, at bare minimum, right, we said we wanted a what? A 1 or 2, right? At bare minimum, you want to be risking $1 to make 2, right? And then further as you go, you want to start to shoot for what? 1 to 3s, right? Look at that. So look how much win potential you got compared to what you actually risking. You only risking this little red shade, but your potential make is this nice green shade. All it is, right? What if you do a 1 to 4? Don't that look better? Right? Did I put that into perspective for y'all? As far as like drawing that out? We don't want to do this, man. That don't make sense, bro. That's people getting into stuff, not understanding where they stop loss at, where potential loss is at. You feel what I'm saying? You just that don't even make sense. You automatically putting everything against you, bro, when you do that. Okay? So I feel like even if you're not superly crazy into the charts, that's not hard to understand what I just broke down. All right? Let me know if we all on the same. All right, cool. He said I'm seeing it for sure, bro. All right? So we not done. We got some more stuff. It's gonna be a decent live. All right. So that's what we got, right? Now, what else do we got when it comes to swing trading? And this is the key, man. This is how I'm getting out all my shit green. Okay? Contracts. Listen to what I'm saying. Contracts. You can do all this shit right, but if you pick the wrong contract, you're gonna lose the trade, bro. Think about it. Imagine doing all this right, having the fundamental analysis, the technical analysis, the risk management, the risk reward ratio. You doing everything you supposed to on the front end, but then on the back end, you get the wrong fucking contract and blow your account. Or lose money. Lose unnecessary money that you shouldn't have lost. You feel what I'm saying? Imagine doing all this, but then you get your contract 1 week out. So, bro, you just did all this for no reason. Because you only gave your trade 1 week to work out. Now, what if the trade immediately goes against you as soon as you get into it? And it tanked for that whole week. Now you cooked. Now you burnt. Now you got to stop out. Now your contract finna expire worthless. All type of shit, bro. Listen to what I'm saying, bro. You feel me? So, let me write that down real quick. Contracts. Contracts mean a lot when it comes to swing trading, man. Like, I could not stress that shit out enough, dog. Like, my contracts changed my trading tremendously, bro. Because why, y'all? When I go back and look at the money that I lost swing trading, and I go back and journal, and I go back and peep certain shit, and I go back and look at my contract versus like when I had bought the actual stock, versus like when I had bought the contract, I look and I say, oh damn, I didn't buy myself enough time. This bitch really went my way. It really did what I was gonna say it was gonna do, but I didn't buy enough time on my contract, or I bought the wrong contracts where I didn't benefit from the move. What is a contract though? So that's how we trade stocks anyway, bro. So what contracts are we beginning? So that's what we trade in anyway, bro. So when we speak on stock options, that's the contract. So contracts are basically like the back end of a stock. So like, you know how you have shares, right? You have, let's just say for Apple, right? For example, with Apple, you have one full share of Apple, for example, would be $100, right? But that's for one full share. You feel me? So, but like with contracts is like the back door of shares. Do that make sense? It's like a little brother to shares. So like shares is like the main thing of the company, right? But then like contracts is like it's like the little bro of the shares. Do that make sense? So here's this. Damn, this is a good ass example. So shares is the full pizza, right? The full pizza. But within the pizza, what do we got, y'all? Pepperoni, pizza sauce, cheese, goddamn, you know what I'm saying? Pepperoni, sausage, all that type of shit. Them contracts, bro. Do that make sense? So it's like the shares that's the main thing, right? That's the full thing, but it's like the contracts is like the ingredients within that share. Do that make sense? That's what we trade in. So that's the shit, you know what I'm saying? That's the options, bro. Do that make sense, bro? He says, so what's the best contracts to get and how do we pick them? So that's what you gotta learn, bro. That's the sauce. That's the sauce. And my boy, who in here? My boy Mike, he know, bro. My boy Mike, he in the group. That's the sauce. So that's how we making the money, gang. That's how I'm getting out. That's why my win rate is the way it is. Because I know exactly what contracts and how far I need to be going out to always get out my shit guaranteed. Green, you feel me? So shit, that's the best game I can give you, bro. You gotta tap in with me if you want to know, bro. I'm be honest, bro. He said it's a value of the stock. Yeah, bro. Hell yeah. But here's what I say. Here's where I could lead you to the C, right? and then you can go from there. This is what I'll tell you, my boy. The time that you think you buying on your contracts or on your play, like the amount of time that you think you buying out on your swing trades right now, if you are, you're not buying enough time, bro. That's one thing I'll say, right? So you think this, and if you a smart man, you'll put this shit together, bro. You think you buying 2 months out on your swings, and you feel like, damn, 2 months is a long ass time. That's a lot. Don't get me wrong, 2 months in the market is a lot of time. But if I'm being honest, bro, if you want to have a win percentage like mine, that's not enough time, bro. And to even like really like get you like, damn, guess what? Even 9-month contracts out ain't enough time to have a fucking 95% win rate with this shit. 9-month out swing, 9-month out contracts is not enough time, bro. I'm really putting y'all niggas on game, bro. I swear to God. Like, you really gotta just listen to what I'm saying, bro. That's what, because, bro, I kid you not, dog. Like, when I was my boy Mob Z, what up, bro? So will $50 give me the package and shit like that? Yeah, bro. So it's $50. You only paying $50 one time, and then you paying $10 a month to stay in the mentorship community. But you're gonna make the 10 back, bro. It's niggas in my group, beginners, gang, that made hundreds of dollars already. And you feel what I'm saying? A few months of learning this shit, whether with shares. It's a nigga in my group, gang. He ain't touched options yet, but the nigga up like $400 on his shares, gang. You feel what I'm saying? So that shit a win-win situation for you, bro. Now, this is what I'm saying, right? When I go back and look and I say, bro, damn, this is what I mean, bro. Here's what I'll say, bro. And I kid you not, this is real shit. I want y'all to. He said I haven't lost a trade with him and only been trading for like 3 months. Bro, he been in since I damn near almost like started the group, bro. This nigga we not realizing losses, bro. We don't realize L's, gang. We do the research we need to do on the front end, and we let the stock literally work for us. We let this bitch go through whatever it gotta go through, and we gonna maneuver through this motherfucker. We gonna get out this bitch green, gang. Even if we gotta, tweak some shit and get out at 5%, 6%, and then go on about our day, it is what it is. That's what we gotta do. But the way that my system, gang, you not finna be blowing your account, bro. The only way you blow your account, my boy, is if what? You damn panic sell. Because I just said that you gotta accept risk. So the only way you be unsuccessful with this swing trade shit is if you get into the play and as soon as it go against you or as soon as it don't do something you want it to do, you start complaining and you goddamn sell your play, bro. You feel me? Or if you, like I said, if you don't buy enough time on your shit. Now here's why I say this. I kid you not, bro. Tell me why, y'all. When I was like last year, bro. Last year. And this is like this shit true, man. I want y'all to listen to me, bro. I got into a Nvidia. I'm about to show y'all this shit, and you're gonna be like, damn. Then you're gonna be like, I understand why. Look, I'm about to show y'all Nvidia, and Nvidia just hit a new all-time high today. Shout out to Nvidia, man. But listen, bro, I'm about to show you this shit. Look at Nvidia, y'all. 154.72. Shout out to Nvidia, man. I done ate off this month so many times. So look, y'all. And this is what I'm glad we put up Nvidia. Oh, because I'm about to spit some game real quick, bro. I'm about to spit some real sauce. Everybody staying alive, bro. I'm about to put y'all on game, bro. This some crazy shit. I'm glad that I'm seeing this right now so that I can put into perspective of exactly what I'm telling y'all, right? So look. Damn, hold on. Let me close these blinds real quick so y'all can see this shit better. There we go. Y'all can see that shit better? Hold on. There we go. Yes, sir. All right, so look. First, before I break down, I want to break down what I went through, right? At one point in time, okay? So, I remember in 2024 when NVIDIA did this. So, NVIDIA was 2024. NVIDIA was right here, okay? I remember it hit a high, okay? It came down, right? It came down to, where was it at? It was at like I think I bought it at like 128, 120 something, right? And imagine, right? I got in calls, y'all. And this is some real shit. I literally got in calls right here at this point. So y'all see where that green circle is? Okay? I literally got in calls right there. And don't get me wrong, I shouldn't have been in this in the first place. Okay? I'll be honest, right? I chased it a little bit because it was too close to highs, right? But I got in, right? Around this range, this 128 range. It went up to here. I was a little bit green. But then shortly after that, what did NVIDIA do, y'all? This motherfucker tanked all the way down to right here. $90, bro. I kid you not. So imagine you getting into a trade at 128 and change, and that motherfucker go all the way down to 90 on you, bro. And then it took how many weeks? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks. That's like a month and a half. But what did I do, y'all? Even at this time that I didn't really understand my full method, everything I'm teaching y'all now, I had a little bit of this stuff, right? I had a little bit of this stuff, but I wasn't where I'm at to where I'm at now, okay? But at least I knew, right? What I did was I bought my contract out a year out, okay? And that was one of the best decisions I made because guess what, y'all? I didn't realize no loss here. I put in $1,700. I bought one contract for $1,700. This motherfucker went all the way down to $90. I did not sell, gang. I swear to God, bro, I was down like $1,200, bro. Maybe even more than that. Tell me why. This motherfucker came all the way back and I was still back break even, bro. And I just got out. I didn't make no money from it. But I got out. But I just sold for break even. Right? So just imagine you get into a trade right here and this bitch do this for a month plus, go to $90 on you. You don't sell because you still bought. Mind you, I bought out to like 2025, bro. This was in 2024, right? I didn't sell because I was like, you know what? Fuck it. If I bought in for $1,700 and I'm down $1,300, I might as well lose the whole set. I might as well lose the extra little $400 then. It's no point in me. You know what I'm saying? So why stop out? Why realize the loss? And that was the best shit I ever did, gang. I didn't realize the loss. This motherfucker came all the way back, and my contract still held value, bro. I was back break even. Actually, I made like $15 off that shit. You know what I'm saying? But what did I learn from that situation, y'all? That damn, okay, no matter where I'm getting in at, no matter if I feel like I got the best entry possible, anything can fucking happen when I get into a trade, especially a swing trade. So why the fuck would I buy my contracts 1 month out when some shit like this, some wacky ass shit like this can happen? And then now I'm cooked, bro. I gotta realize this loss. You feel what I'm saying? Do that make sense? So even though I didn't truly know what I was doing at this time, at least I knew to buy enough time, a year out, to where I didn't have to realize this loss, and that motherfucker came all the way back. I was green about $15. Somehow, some way, I was green $15, bro. I took my 15 and I went on by my day and I learned from that shit. But I had to sit in this for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks. Most people, what y'all gonna do, y'all? You're not gonna have patience. You're not gonna have confidence, and you're not gonna accept the risk that come with that shit. You're gonna panic sell. So you're gonna realize a loss of 1,200. Seeing this shit. You know what I'm saying? Now, this is the sauce though. Okay? Even though I bought 1 year out, I bought to 2025, right? And if you smart, bro, and if you know how to swing trade, but you not really there yet, and if you listen to what I'm saying, bro, you could even just take this information and this shit will change. You will see what I mean, bro. You will be profitable, gang. Cause watch what I'm finna tell you. I'm finna literally give you the sauce without giving you the sauce. You just gotta be a smart nigga to figure it out, right? If I had bought a what, y'all? A 2027 or a deep 2026 call, even if I bought right here, guess what? Through all this shit, look where Nvidia is at right now. Nigga, I would have still made money. Even without adding on the pullback, even without adding in right here. Any of these times, this motherfucker back at all-time high. So even if I got here, I didn't bought to deep 2026 or 2027, my contracts are still going to hold value because why? Theta isn't a factor at that point. So that's another free game. When you buy your contracts out at that specific range, a year plus, Theta don't affect your contracts. I just told you, why do you think I was able to get out this trade? Break even, bro. Time decay didn't affect my contracts. I was able to sit in this shit for several weeks and still get out back break even right here. So why are you swing trading, getting into shit, even if you catch the move quicker? Why get into a contract that has theta decay? This is why y'all niggas see me getting out of my... Bro. This is why I get into a play, and if I'm up 20%... Nigga, I just hit a play for 25%, and I have my contracts out to win, y'all. I could snatch out at any point in time, so don't let nobody tell you, bro, just because you bought your contracts out 2 years out, that you can't take profits anytime. Nigga, yes, you can. Niggas is seeing me in my group do this shit every day, bro. But guess what? And if you a smart nigga, you're gonna put all this shit together, bro. But that is the key, man. Contracts. I swear to God, bro. You damn near can... Listen, this is what I'm gonna tell y'all. You damn near could not do all this shit on the front end, but if you just do this on the back end by the right contracts, guess what? You're still gonna make money. Or you're still gonna have a 90% chance of making money. Why? Think about it. Nigga, even if you buy... Don't get me wrong, I wouldn't recommend this, but even if a nigga bought Nvidia right here at all-time highs again, if he bought it out to 2027, and let's just say he didn't add, and that bitch came, look where it's at now. You still back break even, bro. But this was, don't get me wrong, this was hella weeks, gang. You would have to sit through all this shit. But what I'm saying is, at any play you get into, why are you getting your swings out 3 months? Contracts out. And what I'm saying is, even if the play go your way immediately, or your contracts do 25%, or make a decent move, you're still gonna make money from this shit. Y'all not, I don't think y'all actually getting what I'm trying to explain, dog. It's not as hard as you think. It's like, this shit isn't, listen, bro. This shit isn't easy, but it's very simple, bro. Why do you think I haven't realized a loss bigger than fucking $90 in the last 3 months, gang? But I've made, come on, bro, thousands of dollars. Like, he said, this is kind of his point. Leverage more money with more time, mitigate risk, but yeah, it's just more risk with less time. This is the thing, y'all. The contracts be expensive. But this is the thing. This is why you build. This is why it's a building mindset. But you can grow your account this way as well. What do I do for people in my group? For beginners in my group who's either, maybe they got the money, but they just like, Chris, bro, I don't feel comfortable yet putting up that much money for one contract yet. You feel what I'm saying? So it's not even that they don't got the cheese yet. It's just a confidence thing for right now. You feel me? They got to see this shit work first. Right? Or even if somebody's playing with a small account, right? This is what I do, bro. You still... So this is why I don't do a small account challenge, because I pick contracts out. I pick smaller contracts out. I literally give you the same play that I'm playing, but I give you a smaller contract for it. Now, don't get me wrong. You're gonna get the same percentage I make, but it's not gonna be the amount of money I make. Feel what I'm saying? But if you take your profits, if you do the things you're supposed to be doing, you're gonna build yourself up to that point. This is all a building mindset, bro. Y'all think I started off buying contracts for $2,000, for $4,000, $5,000? Fuck no. I figured this shit out that I'm telling y'all, and what did I do, y'all? I built myself from there. So, nigga, I was buying contracts for $600, $800. Taking my profit, letting my shit build up, adding money to my account. All the right things I was supposed to be doing. Got to a certain point where it's like, okay, now I could. You feel me? Hold on, because I don't want to miss nothing y'all saying. Some contracts are cheap. It's about timing. Exactly, bro. So my people in my group is eating with me, bro. It's all about percentages, though. You feel what I'm saying? Now, risk. Here's what I'll say, right? Is this way risky? Is swing trading risky? Yes. But that's with any type of trading. We just said, dog, at the end of the day, what are we doing, y'all? We taking risk. You feel what I'm saying? We taking risk, bro. You gotta take a risk at the end of the day. So niggas on here that's talking about, oh, it's risky, or nigga, you risking this much to make this much and you doing this. Dog, as long as I do what, y'all? Have risk management. As long as I don't put my full account size in one damn trade. As long as I have a great risk to reward ratio. As long as I do these things on the front end. As long as I accept the risk that comes with this shit. As long as I have my mindset, my confidence, and my patience down pat, and I pick the right contracts I'm supposed to get, I'm going to be successful with my trade, bro. And here's something I want to break down to y'all. Okay? And if you don't take nothing from this live, I want you to remember this. This is what I told my group, man. I said, as long as we do what, y'all? As long as the outcome of our trade is a big win, a small win, break even, and I live by this shit, or a small loss that didn't blow our damn account, you feel what I'm saying? Or didn't have to lose half our position size in the trade, shit like that. Then I'm okay with the outcome. The outcome, let me show y'all this. As long as your outcomes of a trade are these 4 outcomes, you cannot be mad at yourself. You cannot beat yourself up. You have to be proud with how that trade ended. Because why? Not every time you're going to come out with a big win. Not every time you're going to hit for 20%, 50%, 100%, 3,000%. Right? But if you got a small win, hey, what? No money lost is still a win. So even if you did get out at 8%, 6%, don't let nobody tell you, bruh, oh, nigga, you should have this, and this, and this. You feel what I'm saying? I don't care, nigga, if I got out at 3%, bro. I got all my shit green, gang. I'm going to move on to the next day. I'm going to move on to the next trading day. I'm going to figure out, okay, what I could have did better, what I could have did on the front end. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to go back and learn from this situation. I'm going to backtest. I'm going to do certain things, but I'm going to move on. I'm not going to dwell on that shit. I'm okay with that. If you got out if you had to get out break even for whatever situation or whatever the case, okay, cool. You need to be acceptable with that. You have to be okay with that, bro. That's all right. If you took a small loss, we understand, okay, L's come with this shit. You're going to have to realize a loss at some point in time. But if it was a small loss that didn't blow your damn account, why are you crying, bro? You have another chance to live another day. You have another chance to, shoot for this shit another day, bro. But the one thing that I don't want us doing is this, y'all. This shit here gotta stop, man. That blowing your account shit, man, was not gonna get you nowhere, bro. This blowing your whole trade shit, just you putting in $1,000 and you lost the whole 1,000. How? So you mean to tell me you didn't have no fucking stop loss? You didn't have no risk management. You didn't have no. How do you go into a trade, right? How do you go into a trade with a position size of 1,000 and then lose the whole 1,000, bro? Not only that, that was your what? We just said that was your whole account size. This is the dumb shit we got to stop doing and we got to avoid, y'all. This is unacceptable, man. Now, will this happen? Am I saying that, okay, if this happened, you're a shitty trader? No. Am I saying that, if you take a big loss, then you should stop or you should get this shit up? No, that's not what I'm saying, bro. But what I'm saying is you need in order to, get to this point where these are your outcomes, you have to master this shit. This is what I'm trying to get y'all to understand. This is the key here, y'all. If you do this, don't get me wrong, this isn't in detail, right? You got to really tap in and lock in with me if you want all this in detail. This shit is making sense to you. But if you're a smart person, you'll be able to put all this shit together if you want to on your own, and get these 4 outcomes. But if you get this outcome of a trade, every single time, or you doing this, right? But then every once in a while you taking this shit that blow all this away, right? So some of y'all are consistent traders. Some of y'all actually are, can makes potential money in this shit. But what do? You blow all this shit with a big ass loss. That was me at one point. I had to literally go back in my account, bro, and look like, have I actually made money with this shit at one point in time? And I go back and look and calculate. I calculated up all my trades and I was like, damn, I done made fucking 3,000. But nigga, I done took 6K in fucking losses. You feel what I'm saying? So a lot of y'all look up like, damn, my nigga, you made 500 this week. Congratulations. But next week, you gonna lose 1,000. Now you down 500. Or now you down whatever that is, right? But it just don't make sense, bro. So this shit keeps me disciplined, dog. Guess what? When I take a big win, what I just tell my group? I said, hey, y'all, I'm just coming off of a nice, decent win. You know what I'm saying? 25% in 2 days. I'm chilling today. This shit keep me level-headed, y'all. Because it's easy to get what, y'all? Greedy. It's easy to get big-headed when it comes to this shit, man. Feel what I'm saying? So I understand this shit right here. I live by this shit, man. This shit keeps me disciplined, bro. If I come off on a big win, all right, cool. I can celebrate there. All right, cool. You know what I'm saying? I can say I'm the man, I'm the best. I'm the swing trader all time, all type of shit. But then, all right, boom, we got to get right back to the basics. Feel what I'm saying? I could take a small loss. All right, damn, I took an L. All right, cool, fuck it. Back to the basics. What I'm telling y'all, as long as you didn't do this, bro, you're good, my nigga. Okay? Now, let's speak on the mindset of coming back from a blown account, man. Let's speak on, shaking back from a big loss, bro. You want to know how much I lost in one day, in one fucking trade before? Before I figured out what was for me. Before I figured out, the route I really needed to take with this shit to be successful, bro. Guess how, I want y'all to type in the type of loss y'all think I took to humble me with this shit, man. To make me really lock in, like, all right, Chris, bro, you gotta stop playing, bro. You bullshitting, bro. Like, what are you doing, bro? You know what I'm saying? Just type it. Just type it in real quick. I want to see what y'all say. I want to see if I surprise y'all or not. Damn, y'all close. He said 4K. He said 3. My boy Ray Stocks. What up, my boy, man? 3.6K, bruh. 3.6K. $3,600 I lost in a matter of minutes. Before I had to figure out what the fuck I was doing wrong. So, imagine you, right? You working your job. You got real passion for this trading shit, for this stock shit in general, bro. You didn't save that money up. You didn't goddamn, you feel what I'm saying? You put the money on the line, right? But you go in the market and you do dumb shit with it. And then you blow it. You lose you blow half your account, bro. Not taking this shit serious, gang. Why the fuck? Let me tell you how much I leveraged. I threw in 10K, bro. On a fucking day trade. On fucking Nvidia earnings, matter of fact. This shit was in 2023, bruh. And y'all know what fucked me up? Because after I lost that money, guess what that motherfucker did the day after? That motherfucker went up $10 in one day, gang. The day after. So, and mind you, I was trading weeklies, bro. So, imagine, I'm looking at it like, damn, what if I had just put that 10K in a fucking leap or a deep swing? You know how much fucking money I would have made the day after? Because I just said it went up $10 the day after. So if I would have knew certain things, dog, I would have made a lot of money that day, gang. But instead, I'm throwing in the bulk of some shit that I don't really fucking understand, and I'm trying to day trade. Knowing this at the time, y'all, when I started to figure out day trading really wasn't for me anyway. Fully, you feel me? This is when I started. This is around the time where I was like, oh, I'm getting a grip of this swing trading shit. But then me being hard-headed, bro, trying to goddamn be greedy, make quick money, you know what I'm saying? Want to be one of them niggas that say, oh, I made this much in a day, and you feel what I'm saying? Shit like that. And I go in and I go against my rules, bro, and I fucking over leverage and damn near almost blow half my account, bro. Do you know I literally got to a point, bro, where I had low self-esteem. I actually doubted myself with this trading shit, bro. I got to a low point where I literally told myself that I was going to be unsuccessful with this shit, bro. Like, it's hard to believe, but I swear to God, bro. Like, I remember just being at work, like, losing that money, bro. I had to tell my boss and shit that, like, because I was crying, bro. I had to tell my boss that, I lost a family member. I couldn't tell them that, damn, man, I just lost $3,600 in a matter of fucking minutes. They weren't gonna understand that shit. So I had to tell them that I lost a family member. They see me crying. I went to car gang, and it was just tears, bro. Like, I swear to God. I was beating myself. I'm like, damn, man, I'm never gonna be successful with this shit. I was to my lowest, bro. But this is how I shook back, y'all. I shook back by taking a break, okay? I shook back by taking a break from the market. I took all my money out the market. As far as like, trading money and shit, right? And I said, you know what? Let me take 2 months out to just really back test, really get my mindset together. Mind you, I just told y'all, I was consistently swinging good. I don't know why I did what I did, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why the fuck I was so impulsive. I was on a track of, getting the ball rolling, but I fucked it up doing that. So I had to get myself all the way back and recuperate, right? And that's what y'all? That's what clicked for me. I started to understand that, okay, once I got back into the market, I took mentorships, right? I spent thousands of dollars on fucking mentorships. I went to another rabbit hole of going to YouTube, looking at different traders, all type of shit, joining Discords. I did the same shit that everybody else doing. Taking mentorship communities and all that type of shit. I had to really shake back, gang, from that shit. And then once I took the mentorships, once I got back in the swing of things, then the shit started to click back for me. I regained my confidence. You feel me? But I took it little by little. I took it slow by slow. I couldn't imagine myself, 2 years ago, putting in the shit that I'm putting in right now in trades, bro. Putting in shit that when I'm down 20%, I'm down 1,000. You know what I'm saying? So I'm at the level where now, when I'm down, when I'm in the red, bro, this shit don't look pretty, gang. But guess what? That's what I embrace now. It's all about scaling up. So if I can't handle where I'm at now, if I can't handle, the red that I may have to sit in now, what the hell I'm gonna think? What the hell I'm gonna, what do I think it's gonna be like when I get $1 million account and I'm down 20% and now I'm down 200K? I'm in a red 200K. I gotta sit in that shit. I gotta average in. I gotta maneuver through this shit. You feel what I'm saying? So if I'm not willing to be down 20% and be down 1,000 right now without panic selling, what make me think if my goal and my plan is to scale up eventually, what make me think that I'm gonna be able to handle $1 million account being down 20%, bro? It don't make sense. So even the point I'm at right now, I'm still scaling, bro. This is why I tell traders, this is why I tell y'all, no matter where you at, bro, you don't compare yourself to me. I'm 3 years ahead of you, bro. I've been doing this shit for a little minute. You just now getting into this shit, gang. It's people that's been longer in this game than me. For example, Wall Street Chopper. The nigga put $250,000 in one play. Do you know the type of confidence that man gotta have to put that much fucking money in one trade? With options, not long-term, gang. Options. You know how fucking volatile options are? But guess what? That's the point you want to get to in life. What do y'all think we doing this shit for right now? You think I'm doing this shit because I want to be playing with 5K, 10K position sizes my whole life? Fuck no. Nigga, I'm trying to be throwing in 100K in every trade that I get in. I'm trying to be blowing that bitch, dumping that shit. You feel me? She said, it's hard looking at trading content on IG. This is what I tell y'all, man. This is the beauty of trading. Damn, I'm glad we on this topic, bro. Damn. Hey, this is a good ass live. I'm glad we on this topic. Because look, I'm glad she said that. She said it's hard not comparing herself or damn, I seen Ball on the Wall said her boss man JT. He said it's hard comparing himself to other traders because of all the content and shit on Instagram. This is what I'm about to tell you, bro. This shit, the beauty of trading, the best thing about this shit is, guess what? It's your journey. Think about it. The reason why I'm at where I'm at, and the reason why I'm able to scale, and the reason why I'm able to continue and flow through, you know, my journey as a trader, is because I understand that my trading journey is my trading journey. And what I mean by that is, nobody else is gonna fucking trade for me, bro. Even if you taking signals from somebody else, at the end of the day, you're still pressing the buttons to execute the shit anyway. You feel what I'm saying? So, at the end of the day, if a man makes $1 million a day with this trading shit, that don't got nothing to do with me, bro. Yeah, that could be my goal, but I gotta look at where I'm at. Because if I can't keep comparing myself to him, because nigga, he's not trading for me. All that's doing is bringing yourself down, bro. You gotta understand that he didn't start with that. So, if you at a point where you consistently making $50 a day or $100 a day or, you know, shit, $200 a month or whatever the case, you gotta understand that the niggas who is making $1 million a day, they started just like you, bro. Do that make sense? That's how you stop comparing yourself to others with this trading shit. Because it is, don't get me wrong, it's easy to get sucked into that. But you gotta understand that your journey is your journey, bro. Nigga, if I'm making shit $500 a week, but it's a nigga making $1,500 a day, he just got a different skill than mine. He playing with a different account size. It's a lot of different factors of why that man is making $1,500 a day and you only making $500 a week. But nigga, if you making a consistent $500 a week, you doing better than 90% of other motherfuckers trying this shit, gang. So you can't compare and get mad at yourself. That's the beauty about this trading shit, is it's different, bro. Like, it's different outlooks of the shit. You get what I'm saying, bro? This shit is your journey, my boy. Perspective, and they could have been in a 300K drowned off to make $1 million. Yeah, like it just, you know, it's all perspective, man. It's all perspective. But listen, I want y'all to screenshot this, okay? Screenshot the keys to swing trading. And then, if you want to be one of them type of people where, you know, you want to take this information and then go about it yourself, that's cool. But if you want more insight on this and more detail on how I'm actually profitable doing this shit and how I'm, you know, people in my group is learning as well, right? Then you have to tap in with me, okay? But if you like one of them people where it's like, all right, cool, I could, you know, based off what you said, I can just rewatch the live and then try to piece everything together. Go ahead. You know, would I recommend it? Hell no. Because guess what? You still don't really know what you're doing. Even if you try to figure out all this shit by yourself, dog, you don't have nobody to navigate through nothing with you. You feel what I'm saying? That's the beauty. The people in my community, the beginners in my community, guess what? They have me to navigate through this shit with them. When you trying to start off and you doing this shit on your own, completely on your own, guess what you lack? Experience. And what's the best teacher in the market? One of the best teachers in the market is what, y'all? Damn. Okay? Screenshot that. Okay? Because even if, right, you do all these things, or you try to review all these things, guess what you don't have, bro? I'm 3 years ahead of you with this shit. I done been through 3 fucking market cycles. Why do you think I don't panic when shit falls? Why do you think, bro, why do you think my confidence is where it's at in the market? Why do you think I knew to buy the last dip, gang? When we was down just 20% from highs in March. Because I'm experienced. So that's the benefit that my group has, is they have my experience, bro. You feel me? And you need that as a trader. It's niggas that's 6 years, 8 years ahead of me with this shit. So even I have developing to get to. Feel what I'm saying? But the greatest teacher in the market is experience, bro. A lot of this shit, y'all, let me put y'all on game, man. Damn. You know what's crazy, bro? Because a lot of this shit, and let me open my blinds back up. Do y'all know a lot of my plays and a lot of investments I make and a lot of trades that I take is shit that I already took before? That's how I keep making money with the shit. Because I done seen it already. I done seen it play out already. I can't tell you how many fucking times that I done seen a stock do a certain thing with the fundamentals or the technicals, and it happened over and over again with different stocks. So once you get experience in the market, it's certain things that you will understand to see and look for, where you like, nigga, I seen this before. This ain't nothing new. I know exactly damn near what this, I know 99% of what this motherfucker gonna do. Now, when it's gonna do it, we don't know that. How long it's gonna take, we don't know that. But I just know what this bitch is gonna do, gang. Y'all get where I'm coming from? So a lot of this shit that I be peeping in the market be, oh nigga, I done seen this already. I remember this. I literally just called out a long-term investment, a long-term equity trade today that technically wise, that I'm gonna break down in my group later with my people, that I done seen that shit play out 1,000 times already, gang. This shit just gonna take patience. But I done seen it already. You feel me? Cause the only thing we don't count for is when the move gonna happen. Exactly. He said, I see why you get extra. This is what I'm saying. Listen, damn, this is another gem. Damn, man, I can't tell y'all how much shit I done learned, bruh. This is a trading and investing is a non-stop learning curve, bro. I learn every single damn day, bruh. This is why I don't understand when people want to say, oh, I want to get into this shit, but they don't want to learn nothing. And they don't want to take the learning curve serious. You have to, bro, to be successful with this shit. All this shit is a learning curve, bro. But once you learn it, it's like this. Now it's just the market becomes your personal money-making machine, bro. Feel what I'm saying? But look, this is another key factor that I was going to put in. Probability, man. My spelling ain't the best. Probability, man. Probability. Remember that. The market is probable. It's all about probability. Right? But it's all about high probability. So everything that I take, everything that I trade has what? A high probability of saying where I feel like this bitch gonna go. But do I absolutely for a fact know that, like, for example, right? If a nigga had a gun to your head right now and said, nigga, do you absolutely know that Walmart is gonna go to $100 by tomorrow? Ain't you gonna say no? Every nigga on this live gonna say, hell no, I don't know that for a fact. You talking about for an absolute fact, nigga? That Walmart is trading at $97 right now. And nigga got a gun in your head and he say, do you know for a fact that Walmart is gonna go to $100 tomorrow? Hell no. But what do we do know? We know that Walmart is gonna get to $100. Just not by tomorrow or by when we think it is. We just know that it got a high probability of touching $100. But not by tomorrow. You feel me? So, this shit all about high probability, dog. But what makes some shit high probability? This all revolves around this shit right here. The technicals and the fundamentals. So it's certain things that I look for and certain things that I go, a system that I've put together that gives this trade or gives this investment a high probability of saying it's going to come here or saying it's going to do this. Now, whether it's going to do this specific thing in 1 day or 2 days or 3 days, I don't know that for a absolute 100% fact. But I know that it's going to do it. Do that make sense? So that's a good point, my boy. Appreciate everybody typing in. That's a good point he made. Right? But this is why I trade the way I trade, man. And niggas think that, I'm doing leaps, but I'm not. Don't get me wrong. I do leaps and I can leap, but gang, I'm really swinging. I'm just doing it a different way that you niggas never heard of. That's keeping me more profitable than you niggas. That's swing trading. Y'all gotta stop out. Y'all niggas gotta take losses, gang. Y'all niggas gotta all type of shit, bro. I get to actually maneuver through my trade, bro. No matter if I get into some shit, gang, and that motherfucker go down 90% on me as soon as I get into it. Guess what? I'm not gonna trip. I'm not gonna panic. Why? Because the reason why I got it, the reason why I'm in it, I did all my research on the front end. But this is where niggas fuck up. They want to get into a trade first and then do the analysis afterwards. So, niggas do backwards analysis. You get into a trade and then now you want to go find your key levels. Now you want to go do your fundamental research and find out if the company is profitable. Nigga, you should have did all that before you got into the trade. Don't do it after, my... It don't make sense, bro. Niggas be doing backwards analysis, bro. And that's why niggas just can't do this shit, man. He said, when do you get comfortable setting up your trades knowing your win streak will surpass your lose streak? When did you get comfortable setting up? So basically, like, you saying, when did I get comfortable just really like executing my trades? Well, the thing is, bro, I never really went on a loss streak. Like, it never been a point where I was consistently just taking loss after loss after loss with no win straight. My trading journey leading up to profitable, bro, was a lot of me making money and then losing this shit after I made it. That's why I spoke on that shit earlier, where it's like, I always knew how to make money in the market. I just never knew how to keep it. That's why I say the name in the game, y'all, is to last in this shit. Why? Because if you do the slightest fucking wrong thing, you out of here. The market is taking niggas out like this, bro, who don't know what they doing. Or who not taking this shit serious. Or who don't have the discipline, don't have the patience. You feel me? And it was like, I would make money, lose money, make money, lose money. Go on a couple win streaks, take a really shitty trade, blow it all. You feel me? So that's what a lot of that shit is about, bro. I ain't gonna lie. And I'm dealing with that right now with my win streak. It's both sides, because it's like, all right, damn, I look at my trades and I say, damn, I'm doing really good. I'm really consistent. I'm, you know what I'm saying, for This is the best win streak I've been on in a minute. And it's just like, all right, how do I keep this shit up, man? How do I keep, just staying disciplined, bro? You feel me? I don't want to goddamn, take a big loss to blow my whole shit. You feel what I'm saying? Or I don't want to, So it's like, all right, man. What keeps me disciplined? This shit right here. Knowing that as long as I get these 4 outcomes, dog, you still got to keep your head on straight. A big win, a small loss, break even, or a small win. I feel like that's what's going to keep me. Now, don't get me wrong. Can't anything happen in the market? Yeah. All my plays could go to zero by tomorrow. And I could be assed out. You feel what I'm saying? But, that's not going to happen. But I'm just saying, like, if that was, then that's just, that's out of your hands. But what I'm saying is, as long as, I continue with my philosophy here, then I feel like I will be able to continue my win streak. You feel what I'm saying? Because no matter what outcome of a trade happens, I gotta still move on, man. I still gotta apply this shit right here. Did that make sense, bro? He said, I guess I don't know how to start or how much to put on options. You start by your knowledge, bro. Before you put any money to anything, let me tell y'all this shit, man. Please listen to me, bro. Before you put money to any trade or investment, you need to at least, bare minimum, please learn the basics first, bro. Like, please, bro. Like, I know y'all see the money we make every day. I know y'all see certain things, man. But I'm trying to tell you, this shit came from the knowledge first. It didn't come from, we didn't start off like this. How I'm able to make money in the market is from this, y'all. From learning first. You feel me? That's where you start, bro. Knowledge. Now, where you get the knowledge from, that's up to you. You feel me? I'm not the person to, bro, I don't beg niggas to come learn this shit from me, bro. Like, my thing is, bro, if you want this shit, you want this shit, dog. Like, the problem isn't the money, bro. It isn't the starting amount, or it isn't the cost of learning this shit. It's actually you, bro. You feel me? Because, nigga, I have a program that's not expensive at all. Nigga, I literally have a program that has the potential for you to make thousands of dollars to millions of dollars. And the shit don't even cost you thousands of dollars, bro, to learn. All it takes is what? Dedication, nigga. All you gotta do in my group is apply yourself. Feel what I'm saying? So it's niggas in my group right now that's applying themselves and they're reaping the benefits from it. All you gotta do is be willing to learn, bro. Take your time. Have a little bit of patience, my nigga. Just follow through. Listen. Pay attention. Certain things, gang. And in the next 2 years, my nigga, you're gonna be, you feel me? You're gonna be balling with this shit, bro. But I love the space that I'm in because its results speak for themselves. I don't have to go in here and beg a nigga to want to invest in himself. Like, you feel me? I don't have to beg a person to want to do better or, learn some shit for their future, for their benefit. You know the power of this game. You know this game can change your life. You know you need to be investing for your kids. You know you need to be, you working a job and you need to be putting that money up, investing, nigga. You know you need to be learning a high income skill to be able to trade, nigga. You know there's certain things. But you just choose not to take action on the shit. Feel what I'm saying? So I don't get on here and beg a nigga to want to invest in their future, gang. Like, I don't do that, bro. That's what I love about my shit. Is, shit. You see me doing this shit. It ain't like I'm a fraud, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or not even me, shit. Certain people, that do this shit. I'll give them credit, nigga. Aristotle Investments. Nigga, Wall Street Chopper, certain people in this range, in this realm that y'all know do this shit as well at this point, been doing this shit for a long time, you still don't tap in with them. At this point, bro, that's you. You don't believe in yourself, bro. You feel what I'm saying? It's not us, my nigga. We not the problem, gang. Any books you recommend? Yes. What's stay on the side of me? Y'all see this bitch is right here. I damn near sleep with this bitch. Swear to God, bro. Like, look, I'm about to show you. I damn near sleep with this one. Technical Analysis for Dummies. Where y'all think all this shit came from? You feel me? So, this is what I recommend. Now, will this actually teach you how to chart? No. Experience is going to teach you how to chart. Having a mentor teaching you what to look for is going to teach you how to chart. Them certain things. But what this is going to do is give you a good gauge of when you do get on them charts, you not confused like a motherfucker. Feel what I'm saying? And you know what certain indicators do. You feel me? I had to go in here and really read up on, okay, what is the VWAP? What are moving averages? What are RSI? Certain things. Look, do y'all see this? Damn, this some real shit. Look, did y'all see that? Look how that page is folded. That's how you know that I'll be on this page. Look, this the only page in here that's folded. So I can have quick access to it. I'm about to show y'all. Where was it at? Okay, that's one. Hold on, where's the other one at? Damn, I just found it. And if you in my group, you know that this is my bread and fucking butter when it comes to technicals. That's why this one is the folded one. Hold on. Right there, what that say? Relative Strength Index. Ooh! Relative Strength Index. Oh my God, that's how you know I be on my shit, gang. Cause look, this bitch is folded. That's my main one. And if you know technical wise, if you in a group, this is our bread and butter. This shit makes us money, man. Go do your homework on this Relative Strength Index. Honestly, bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. If you don't learn nothing in this book, if you don't learn no technical analysis, at least learn the RSI. And that's free fucking game. That's worth more than, oh my God. I could damn near, you know what? You know what I'm finna do? I'm finna put that in my keys to swing trading. Fuck it, I'm gonna give you all the sauce, man. Just because, right? I want y'all to go test this. If you don't tap in with me, right? And if you go test this certain shit out that I've been spending on the live the whole time, and you make money from it, come tap in with me. That's how you know I'm real. That's how you know I stand on what I say. That's how you know I practice what I preach. Feel me? So fuck it, I'm gonna just give you all the sauce. RSI. Go learn what that is. Go learn. Go read up on it. Go make money from it and come back and talk to me. So let me put that in my shit real quick. Got my boy Warren Buffett in the back, man. We don't play, bro. I really live this shit. What is your take on where things are right now? Well, obviously they're booming. All right, so screenshot this. This one. I just put this in my keys to swing trading. The RSI. Main indicator. You cannot, in my opinion, bro, you need this shit. Like, when it comes to technical analysis, this is why I put it under technical analysis, because this shit go hand in hand. You feel me? In my opinion, bro, man, dog, that fucking RSI. And if you took the course, bro, if y'all took the course and y'all see the way I trade, y'all see everything in my group, Brando, Mikey, everybody in my group, you know what the RSI is, bro. You understand how powerful this motherfucker is. You understand how literally this bitch literally tell you when to buy and sell. Clear as day. Like, it's damn near like, how I feel about the RSI, y'all, I honestly feel like it shouldn't be there. That's how lethal that bitch is. I honestly feel like the RSI And you could be a dumb nigga and figure this shit out. That's the thing. Like, you don't even you don't even gotta be a smart man, like, to figure out the RSI. Because, oh my God, I wish I could give y'all this. Y'all gotta tap in with me, bro, because I be wanting to, like, really put y'all on game so y'all can make money from this shit. But it's like, I just can't give up all my sauce for free on this bitch when it's people that invest, that choose to invest in themselves. You feel me? To pay me to learn this shit. You know? But it's like, I really be wanting to get this shit to y'all, bro, fully. But I gotta give it to y'all in little pieces and have y'all figure it out on y'all own if y'all don't really want to fully tap in with a nigga. You feel me? That's all I could do, bro. He said the RSI def be on point. Bro, like, I swear to God, bro, like, the way we use this motherfucker, dog, you almost think like, Chris, niggas literally thought that I was bluffing, gang, until they started to see me make money with it. He was like, no, bro. It was one person in my group. He was like, no, you can't be. It's no way it's that simple. He was like, bro, it's no way that this bitch literally is telling you when to buy and when to fucking sell or when to buy puts. He's like, no way. I got to showing him the data. I got to showing him the shit. I got the goddamn putting plays in based off the RSI. And he like, bro, what the? He like, man, hell, ain't no way, bro. You literally could be a nigga that goddamn rode the short bus and figured this shit out, bro. You could be a nigga who goddamn had the lowest GPA in your class and figure out the RSI and make money from it, bro. Like, it's a lot of simple shit in the market, you know, that people don't understand and see. They just make it hard. You know? Niggas just make this shit, like, extra difficult for no reason, bro. It's not easy. Don't get me wrong. I'm doing a lot of research on the back end. I'm doing a lot of back testing. I'm doing a lot of journaling. I'm doing a lot of figuring out what I could be doing better and what I'm doing wrong. I'm doing a lot of risk management. I'm doing a lot of thinking. I'm doing a lot of shit. But it's simple shit. Just like anything else. When you go to your job, bro, right? Appreciate it, my boy. This shit was all built, man. All my confidence from the market was built, man. And just in general, in life in general, you feel what I'm saying? I appreciate you, bro. When you go to your job, right? This is how I look at it. Damn, this is sauce right here. When you go to your job and you start a new job, you start a new career, don't you know nothing first? They put you in a certain area of your job and then they give you what, y'all? A trainer. You have to get trained first. And then once you get trained and you go there, you go in there, damn near, you put in 40 plus hours a week. Don't you get good at doing that certain thing in that certain area, that certain department of your job? It's the same shit with investing. So when I tell y'all I haven't went not one day for the last 3 years without looking at the charts or looking at the market or listening to the market, you feel me? Or doing certain shit like this, writing down things, anything involving the market for the last 3 years, why do you think I'm at where I'm at right now and then headed where I'm headed towards? Because I treat it like a job. This shit is I treat it like a fucking job, bro. I don't treat this shit as some damn side hustle, gang. I'm really trying to get rich, nigga. Like, I'm really trying to use the market to get rich, gang. And if you not trying to use the market to do that, what are you here for? Feel what I'm saying? So, nigga, I don't play with this shit, bro. When I put my money up on the line, gang, I mean that shit, bro. I take this shit very serious, nigga. Feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to use this shit as a vehicle to really take me somewhere far in life, bro. And I feel like everybody needs that mindset when they coming into this shit, because why? You're not going to take it serious if you don't, bro. If you come in this game and you treat this like and you don't treat it like how you treat your job, dedicated every day, you mean to tell me, right? A nigga wake up at 9 o'clock every morning. This nigga be on time at his job. And he the last one to leave. He the first one to ride, last one to leave. He done put his all into this bitch. But then you get into trading, you get into investing, and you don't want to continue to learn. You want to continue to make the same mistakes over and over. And you don't want to goddamn put in the effort to this shit. and you want to bullshit with it, and you want to be successful with this shit, man. Not even with stocks, bro. With anything, with goals in life, period, dog. We gotta start treating our goals as priorities. Nigga, it's mandatory you ball. It's mandatory you be rich, nigga. It's shit not a choice, gang. We got families, nigga. We got little sisters, little brothers, nigga. We got moms. As a man, gang, if you own this live, it's mandatory you get rich, nigga. Ain't no motherfucking settling for less, my nigga. Stop treating your goals as all, you know what I'm saying? All niggas be doing this to their goals, gang. Niggas be shrugging their goals, bro. Like just putting that shit to the side, bro. You feel me? I'm not even talking about stocks right here, bro. I'm talking about just in general, bro. In life, period. It's not a choice that you ball, bro. It's mandatory, my nigga. You have to. You feel me? That's the mindset we gotta start having, gang. We got to. And don't get me wrong, bro. It's gonna be them days where, you know, we get depressed, we get stressed. Because as men, bro, I'm gonna speak on this shit, man. We go through a lot, gang. It's a lot on our shoulders. You feel me? It's a lot of shit on our shoulders, bro. Motherfuckers expect us to wake up every day and be goddamn Superman. We can't show no emotion, bro. You feel me? We can't motherfucking cry. We don't got no shoulder to lean on. We gotta be like this every day, fucking all day. You feel me? And that shit a lot on our shoulders, bro. You know? And some of us got family, kids to provide for and shit. We can't be out here sopping and, you know what I'm saying, crying and shit. And that's a lot of pressure on us, bro. We human at the end of the day. Even though, yeah, nigga, I'm a man, but nigga, I still get emotional. Nigga, I still goddamn feel stressed sometimes. Nigga, I still feel overwhelmed sometimes. You feel me? No matter if you a billionaire or not, no matter what, you know what I'm saying? Money don't got nothing to do with that, gang. You human still at the end of the day, bro. You feel me? So it's like, that's not what I'm saying about when I say, you know, put your goals as mandatory, because I understand that, gang. You know, we gonna feel certain shit. We gonna go through certain things. But what I'm saying is, man, let's just at least, like, you know, we don't want to shrug this shit off, dog. Because I look at it like this, y'all. Life is hard anyway, right? So no matter whether you go work a job for 60 years or choose to become an entrepreneur, both sides to the shit is going to be hard, bro. But would you rather this shit be hard and then you have what? Your freedom? Your time back? Don't gotta go goddamn listen to another nigga breathing down your back every day? Have unlimited amount of fucking money coming in a month? Certain shit, right? Be able to travel where you want to go, right? But then have to deal with little certain things on the back end. Taxes, you know, keeping up with the business. Certain shit, you know? Certain little hard shit. Would you rather that? Or would you rather like being hard as far as working a job for fucking 60 years, then you gotta retire, and then you get this weak ass pension fund, and you gotta live off $3,000 a month until you fucking die? Come on, man. You gotta go ask another grown ass man, can you take off of work? This nigga bleed like you bleed, gang. This nigga look up to God just like you. This nigga shit how you shit. This nigga do everything just like you. But you gotta go ask this nigga, can you take off to go see your daughter's football game, my nigga? And you 60 years old? Get the fuck, bro. You crazy as hell. I never wanted to be that nigga, gang. I never wanted to be one of them type of niggas, bro. I swear to God, gang. Just imagine that, bro. Just imagine. Gang. This gonna matter. You gotta go ask another grown ass man, can you go take off to see your daughter's game? Nigga, that's his daughter at that point, bro. That's not even your daughter, gang. That nigga done took over, bro. She got a whole new dad, bro. Oh, God. if you gotta go ask another man to do something for your kid, to support your kid, my nigga, that's not even your kid no more, bro. That's his kid, gang. You gotta go ask that man for approval, bro. Swear to God, bro. So, I'm like, man, as a young nigga, that shit cool, you feel what I'm saying? You know, whatever. But imagine 60 years old, you gotta go do that shit, bro. No. That's why I take this shit serious, y'all. That's why I'm like, bro, I gotta learn the skill that it don't take me to ask no man to go make some money, right? It don't care about what race to go make some money. I don't gotta do no fucking physical labor to go make some money. I'm doing all this shit from my phone and the computer. You feel me? I'm like, dog, I gotta learn this skill. That's why I took trading serious. That's why I took investing serious. You know? This is how I put this shit into perspective, y'all. And it's real shit. You either want to make money or print money. Think about it. What we doing in the market, we're not making money, y'all. We literally printing this shit out of thin air. We printing it out of thin air. Making money is, nigga, you gotta go talk to another person. Making money is you gotta go do some physical labor. You gotta pick this up and put it over here to make some money, gang. That's making money. Nigga, we printing money. You feel what I'm saying? Now, nothing wrong with making money. But I'm saying, which one, if you had a choice to do one or the other for the rest of your life, which one would you choose? To print it, right? Why do you think the US does it? Whenever they fucking feel like it. Let me put y'all on game, man. Watch this. And you gonna be like, damn, bro, I get where you coming from. Listen, why do you think the United States of fucking America does what, y'all? Print fucking money every day, all day. The numbers, they don't stop. This is all they do. Y'all catching on? This is how much debt the U.S. is in right now. U.S. national debt, $37 fucking trillion. That's how much fucking in a hole the U.S. is right now. And you goddamn shorting yourself, thinking that you can't go make $1 million out of the market. A little ass million, gang. You crazy as hell, bro. These niggas is in debt $37 trillion. And you goddamn settling for less out here, bro? You crazy as hell. That's not green 37 trillion, y'all. They not up 37 trillion. They down 30. Nigga, they red 37 trillion. But you feel like making $1 million is out of reach, gang? Come on, man. I can't even talk to a nigga who think when I say $1 million, like, oh, your eyes get big. Like that's some goddamn extravagant type of shit. Nigga, that's normal to me. Even if I don't have $1 million right now, cash, or I'm not worth $1 million. They don't, nigga, where I'm headed to, nigga, that's normal to me, gang. Surround yourself with people who, when you tell them, hey, I'm gonna be a millionaire, that they look at that shit like, man, that shit normal, nigga. When you tell a person, hey, I plan on having $1 million account, I plan on having $1 million invested, I plan on, you know what I'm saying? Or a 6-figure, whatever, and they eyes get big and they, oh, or fuck out of here. We not on the same mindset level, gang. When these niggas is $37 trillion in debt, bro. Fuck out of here. He said, how can I get that? How can you get what, bro? The people who print the money don't need the money. They need control. Remember that. They control all this shit, my boy. Hell yeah. Like, do you know it took me a little while to understand what FDIC, what that was? Like, I swear, bro, like, I was going into banks and I was looking on like bank statements and I just kept seeing it. FDIC insured, FDIC insured, FDIC insured. What the fuck is that? Like, y'all ever see this, right? This would make me dig into the Federal Reserve, bro. Y'all see this all the time, right? FDIC? Bro, for the longest, like, I remember just, like, trying to, like, figure out what the fuck did that mean. And then that's when it clicked. Oh, my God. These is the niggas that what? Control the goddamn money in the U.S. They control the what? What do Powell say? Monetary policy. These is the niggas that really control the market. Because if they come out and they goddamn raise interest rates through the roof for whatever reason, no matter what other good news we got in the world or you know what I'm saying, in the market, if Powell come out right now and say this nigga is raising rates to fucking 20% or whatever, right? The market is gonna go like this quick as fuck, bro. So when I realized that, I'm like, damn, I understand it now. You feel me? What else run the market, y'all? What else run the U.S.? What else run the world and run this shit on the back end that we don't think about? Bonds. It took me so long to understand the importance of this shit. Bonds. Right? So, dog, what bonds are, this is how other countries, this is how the other countries play a part in the US, right? Because what do, y'all? We have what? Government issued bonds. Government issued bonds. Who buys those bonds? China. These other countries, right? These are loans that they giving other people and that they taking themselves. But they issue them for a specific return. A specific rate of return. So they pay interest on them. So the government might issue you a bond. No, you may get a bond from, issue you a bond, right? And say, all right, cool, we keeping this money, but we gonna pay you a specific amount of interest, every year or every month or whatever, depending on the time frame of the bonds, on these bonds. But we got your money on hold, on lock. Do that make sense? So you have this thing called bond yields. Everybody heard of like treasury yields and shit like that, right? That's where that come in play. It took me a while to realize the significance of that. Where bond yield, if yields are high as hell, then that's typically not good for the market. Yields have to stay in between a certain range. Go do your homework, man. Shit, free game, bro. I'm telling you. He said, take your money, put it in the bank, put your shit in the market, and give you a digital number on your bank. Yeah. So, yeah, facts. So he's smart. A lot of people don't know what banks do with your money, bro. This is what banks do with your money. This is why everybody needs to be investing. This is why you getting finessed. Even if, nigga, you got $1 million sitting in the account, you still getting finessed. Why? Because, nigga, they taking that million that you got in your account and they spreading that shit out 9 times. So you just gave them $1 million, but with your $1 million, they done made $9 million off your dumb ass. They done created your money 9 extra times, bruh. and loaned that shit out to different people. And guess what? They getting paid on the interest from that money that the fake money that they just loaned out from your original money that you put in the first place. And guess what they give you on this million, y'all? Sitting in there. 0.1%. A lot of this shit, bruh, is shit that like I learned on the back end, bruh, of how the US work. If you don't understand how the US work and how they play games, you're not gonna be able to really like fully thrive in this shit, dog. You got to. A lot of this shit is understanding how the man thinks. And when I say the man, I'm not specifically saying the white man, because it's black people in high positions that they just don't, that you just don't see on camera all the time. You feel me? But not a majority of it. Is it white men? Yes. But, I'm just saying the man, right? This is why, I'm getting better at investing because I'm starting to understand how the man thinks. I'm starting to understand, and I break this shit down in my group all the time. We always go through this shit, right? But I'm starting to understand where the man likes to buy stocks at, where the man likes to sell stocks at, how the man is thinking if he's in a trade, when he's in a trade, how the man likes to strategically buy. Understanding that the man is going in with 100 million shares. He can't just buy 100 million shares with one limit buy like that, with one limit order. He can't do it. It's too much damn money. So what does the man have to do? They have to systematically buy. They have to put a 10 million here, 50 million here, 80 million here, leading up to their full position size. So I do the same thing. I average in. Me understanding that even if I'm not dealing with millions of fucking dollars, I still need to what? Strategically buy. Let me buy, 100 shares here. Let me buy 50 shares here. Let me goddamn, feel me? Let me not just throw in my whole shit all at that point in time. Leaving me with no wiggle room. Free game, man. But before I get off, man, listen, I want y'all to take a screenshot of this. Alright? The keys to swing trading, man. This is it. Right here. Okay? You screenshot that. And like I said, if you one of them people where it's like, you want to take that information and kind of just try to figure it out all yourself, that's cool. Shit, I gave you the blueprint. You just got to go in more detail of it by yourself if you want. But if you want extra help and extra guidance and more detail in this shit, and goddamn, someone to hold your hand through your journey who's experienced with this shit and is growing as well, then shit, you know where to find me, dog. I don't see the purpose of trying to learn this shit on your own, gang. Like, don't get me wrong, you do want to, before you come in, you want to at least go on YouTube. Go to YouTube University, you know what I'm saying? Go down a little rabbit hole, certain free information that you can get. But this is the thing that people, that get them, right? No matter how much fucking free information that you get trying to learn this shit, it's going to come down to a point where you're going to have to pay something to fully learn this shit, dog. If you literally think that you're going to learn a whole market just on YouTube University, I'm sorry to tell you, bro, but you're a dumbass. If you think you finna go this whole way without paying a nigga for any kind of information, then I promise you, bro, you got the wrong mindset. It's no way possible. Because why? We know certain shit that you don't know. We know certain shit that somebody else is not going to give you for free. And even if they going to do what I'm going to do if they give you this shit for free. They're not going to give you the full sauce. So you have to invest in yourself, bro. Not even with stocks, gang. In general, we gotta get out the... You know how many people don't want to invest in themselves, bro? It's people in my DM right now. I had a nigga literally tell me, and I'm gonna screenshot that shit and post it, bro, because I don't want y'all to be like him. I had a nigga literally tell me, oh, bro, I don't really want to pay for no information, bro. I'm just really trying to goddamn, see what I can do, and I ain't really with the paying a nigga for. I literally had a nigga in my DM tell me that, bro. And I was just like, bro, this nigga can't be serious. Like, are you really serious, bro? You literally said you not the type of nigga to pay for information, but you will pay for fucking weed? Don Julio, you will pay for pussy? You goddamn pay for an Uber to go get some pussy? You goddamn pay with your time to go work a fucking job? But you won't pay for some fucking information that's gonna potentially really free you, gang? I just, like, it blew my mind, bro, when the nigga said that. I was like, I can't believe it. Nigga will pay for $1,000 pair of shoes, but won't pay $50 fucking to learn some information that's gonna make this nigga potentially millions in the future. Do that make sense? We gotta get out that mindset, y'all. This shit don't make sense. Why do you think this man, Warren Buffett, I want y'all to understand this shit. Please understand this shit. I'm not even trying to be on no preacher type of shit. Appreciate everybody joining in, man. What up with y'all? We just kicking that game, man. We just talking shit. I want y'all to understand that this man invested in himself. And I want y'all to understand that... No, I'm sorry. This is Charlie Munger. Damn. Both of them niggas look alike. Hey, I said Warren Buffett. That's Charlie Munger the whole fucking time. Damn, my bad. I'm all serious and shit. I done fucked up the whole... Anyway, right? If you know, you know. Charlie Munger. My fault, y'all. Damn, I was on the road, too. I was on some shit, too. I swear to God, I was finna spit some game, bruh. Like, I was literally finna break this shit down, gang. Like, I was finna get into it. Like, I swear, my fault, y'all. Look. That's Charlie Munger, though. But if you know, you know, right? Charlie Munger, right-hand man to Warren Buffett. Greatest investor of all time, right? And Charlie Munger as well, right? Great investor, one of the greatest investors of all time, next to Warren Buffett, maybe even better, right? But the point I'm trying to make here is that they invested in themselves, y'all. So if we don't get out the mindset of, dog, I don't want to invest in myself to learn anything, man, we never going to get further in life. You feel what I'm saying? The reason why I'm at where I'm at and the reason why I'm headed to where I'm headed in life is because, I pay to learn. I'm either paying with my time, whether sitting down, studying, doing the leg work, doing the hard work, or I paid a nigga to learn this shit, man. You feel what I'm saying? So, let's just start taking advantage of the opportunities, man. And I want y'all to just respect the learning curve. You feel me? We got to, dog. He said, I need that. Love your inspiration. Can you teach us? Yeah, bro. Yeah, dog. Just tap in with me, man. Just tap in with me, bro. Alright. I'm about to go ahead and cut this shit, man. I appreciate y'all, though. That shit was funny as hell. Free game, though, man. I hope y'all learned something. Appreciate everybody who stayed in, tapped in with me, man. One love, y'all. We gonna get to it. I just want to see everybody ball, man. I just want to see everybody, you feel me, thriving in their full potential in life, And that's just really why I want to spread light to this investing in this trading shit, man. So, one love. We out of here. Invest your bag.